What's up, guys? Welcome back to the queue. I've got Blue with me once again.
Hello.
And we got some players. We got JooBinder going up against Kinda Sync.
JooBinder's gonna be spawning over here on the red side in the dragon base, guys, where we're gonna be having Kinda Sync spawning over here in the lion base. And once again, we are gonna be on the Battle of Kylo.
So we're waiting for the players to ready up, Blue, but we've seen these guys around. These guys are some big veterans.
Indeed, indeed. The game should be getting started here in about 1 to 2 minutes. So, once again, for those of you who are unaware, the Battle of Kylo. Actually, never mind on that, because the game's getting started here right now.
Let's check out the splits, Blue. This is all yours.
Let me open up the map here. 10 seconds, guys. Everybody's gonna build up those buffs and whatnot. Probably gonna see. I'm curious to see if we're gonna see any crossplay from either of these teams. So I know we are gonna have to wait a couple seconds for this map does make it a little bit hard to tell if there's gonna be any crossplay. But here we go. The gates are opening up right now. We are gonna be having on both sides. Rangers will be going to the close points. Anyone going to, and yes, we're gonna be having Mirror Jane on the blue team going on to that trebuchet. No one from the red team going on to the trebuchet, however. And then for crossplay, it's looking like, oh my goodness, big crossplay from the red team.
Yep,
3 people going to mansion.
Expedition from JooBinder, putting on some aggression here on All Dizzle. You know, I actually really like this. I love seeing this aggressive play from Vec, Falana, and Interpreter. Gonna try and get All Dizzle off. All Dizzle just decides, let's pull back, wait for Skovex to come in. He comes in with that fire. He's gonna throw that ring of fire down as well, just to get that area of effects as well.
And we're seeing, we just saw Interpreter just popped off his knockback there to try and get Scovos off him. Although that might be the issue that Interpreter has to deal with the Scovos, trying to get some burst on him. We'll have to see how that plays out, though, as Scovos just get pretty hard by some speed burst there from the red team. This fight's probably going to go on for quite a bit of time, though, because of the fact that Interpreter is here.
That's true. Interpreter gonna try and get the stomp off on Skovex. Skovex actually gets up right there, and then I think that was the Nature Spirit that got him up finally. Looks like All Dizzle able to come in for his teammate there. Falana quite low over here there, Blue. Really, the only team who's got a point is, or used to be, JooBinder, but we do see that it was Heba who actually managed to decap that for his team. Mirror Jane, however, going to feel the pain of Swag King Khan coming up in here, forcing him off that trebuchet.
Just like that, blue team takes a capture.
Yeah, look at this, going to be a free trebuchet kill, knocking out both teams' trebuchets and disallowing that until everybody gets a repair kit. We still some contention at mid, but it looks like the main bulk of the fight is still happening over here at the mansion. And Scovos, impressively enough, despite the fact that he's a pretty squishy Ellie, has Elo all this time and actually just took out Vex, although does that Falana aggressive right now.
Yeah, you know, Interpreter, and he was actually down, got back up, and then rezzed back with the War Banner. Very nice skill usage coming out from Interpreter here, over here on the side of JooBinder. These guys should keep this guy on the team. He's what's keeping them alive here on this fight. But you know, Windmill is out to the side of Sync here. They need to cycle someone back, get their home point. It's uncontested, and there's On coming in to do just that as he comes in on that point.
And if you want to check back over here at the match as well, we do have Scovos down once more, but again, due to some impressive resurrection play, they did manage to get him in stealth. Unfortunately, we did have a knockback come in there from Interpreter. They got Scovos up, but Aldizi was taken down in the process due to the knockback, sort of mixing things up there. So that was a very nice play by Interpreter, knocking people away from in the downstate, and pretty much getting a guaranteed stomp off on one of his enemies there.
That's right, Interpreter and Vec doing great jobs here. Scovos, he's been down like, what, 3 to 4 times now?
Yeah.
And then just gotten up pretty much immediately. And that stealth play last time was very clutch. Looks like Scovos is down once again. Will he? He misforms out. All right, let's see if we can get res once again. If he can be unkillable Scovos. No, it looks like Mirror Jane is blinded and dead off to the side. So it looks like a ninja will stab him through the chest. That is what happens when your teammates are not there.
And the other members of Blue Team currently are going to be over here at the middle. Actually, no, they're shifting off. They're going to be heading over here to the Windmill now, going into aggress that. So we'll have to check out how that fight's going to go against RUM in a 2v1. And already, it's not looking good for RUM.
And On is not able to get to the point. All Dizzle decaps it, no problem. Mansion, though, able to stay in the side of JooBinder. JooBinder's up 80 points to 27. No income for Kinda Sync.
And as we check out what's going on over here at the mansion too, the Windmill, apologies. That fight is still going on. RUM's getting pretty low here. Again, he did come up against some heavy burst on the way to the point and was knocked back into a corner, allowing them to get damage off. So I do think RUM is going to be the first person to go down here. We're going to see that in just a second, although he's holding on.
The healing spring, oh, he's like a second away from the cooldown on the healing spring. All of us are going to come in for the stomp. Will it happen? Not exactly yet. Mirror J comes in as well. What is going on? He does die, though. There's so many particles, so much. Actually, that was the ice bow coming in from Skovex, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yes. See? good new skill, new balance patch.
Just
It's
like
awesome.
that.
So
Blue team
Slum
takes a
Dodge is
capture
on
point.
here in the middle point, joined by Scovex in the middle. He's going to be dealing with Interpreter and Vec here at 2v2, but we do see that the Fire Elemental's coming up on the side of Sync here. Scovex knocked off point, popping into the rock with the Attunement here, and I think that Interpreter's going to have a little bit of a problem because he is 2v1.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you there.
Okay, well, Interpreter's a fucking boss, so I take that back.
Interpreter is able to take a lot of damage based on the fact that he has pretty much permanent regeneration. The only thing I think that really is going to be able to counter that and open him up for some bursts if he gets poison on him, and there's not much poison currently in this fight against him, so his Interpreter's probably going to be alive for much longer here.
Yeah, he's got the Warhorn out as well, so the very few conditions that were on him are gone. Looks like Sync's having trouble with the midpoint here. There's a lot of JooBinder resources spent right here. And what's interesting is that JooBinder has their far point and Sync has their far point. So really, the focus is all here and in the in-between.
Just to note, however, they did actually get the point cap because they were really chaining some knockbacks on Interpreter there. And as we look at Interpreter really quick, if I can get over to him, he doesn't actually have a lot of stability. He's only got the one of the Doliaxing it there, and once that was out, they were able to knock him back a lot, and they got it a full cap there for there.
Yeah, you know, it's weird because on my screen I don't see a full cap. It's about 3/4, so I was like, what are you talking about? But you were absolutely right. You can see the point that it's going up by 2 every second or so, but it looks like we got a Treb coming up. That's Mira Jane able to come in, pick that Treb back up with a repair kit. Heba is just on the outskirts as well. They're going to be swarming their forces in here, and you know, I think Swag King Kong might have to cycle in here and do some work on that Trebuchet for his team.
And we're going to have Heba tossing in some grenades on the side, going to toss in some more Connie support. That is going to get some poison rolling, and it is actually looking like that Interpreter is sort of getting low here. Does have a pretty decent amount of poison still ticking on him. He's actually going to be going on the merry-go-round once more as he runs around the points. Actually, we'll be leaving this, falling back to Mansion.
Yeah,
now.
he has to cycle the Mansion. Swag King Kong did exactly what I said and went to deal with the Treb, so Mira Jane is going to be forced to try and do something on the Mansion here. But unfortunately, Interpreter doesn't realize that he's about to lose their only point here. They may get slightly decapped. And yeah, there it is. Mira Jane coming through with it. Interpreter running up there, using that Warhorn to get rid of any conditions as he goes into the fight. But he gets bassied right there. Turned to stone, but he returns the favor with some daze on Mira Jane.
And as we check out RUM and Heba are now going to be joining this fight, coming in to assist with this. It's going to turn into a 2v2. It is looking like Blue Team has the initial advantage. However, Mira Jane is an extremely squishy character here, and if they're not careful, she will get taken down very easily, although they are being extremely careful. And with that, RUM's already getting pretty low here, pushed into a corner.
That's right, you know, they're not focusing on Mira, they're kind of focusing on Eva, which may or not be they kind of spread the damage they've done immediately. Looks like the Spirit did res on as he went down, so he was perfectly fine, able to come back in the fight about half health now. Other Spirits coming out, he just popped the Sun.
Red
he can
team
use the
wins
skill
the
on it
capture
if he
point.
decides to, or not. Looks like they pushed back pretty much everyone except for Mira Jane. Mira Jane might get aggressive here on the point. If she's stealth, she's in the team fight, trying to be supportive for her teammate. Death Blossom comes out here. Bassie's activated. Who will she choose? It looks like On got Bassie for a second there, and he's kind of walked it off.
And we actually had Falana go down there, back over here at the Mansion, and unfortunately they weren't able to capitalize on that. She is still down, and RUM getting taken on too, because Mira Jane's pulling off some of the burst, but as we saw there, they took a while to get, and he's still down. This fight's still rolling. We have your friend is down, your friend Hiba's down here too, so
he gets up. Oh my god, he rallies off the death of either Falana or On, and then of course that allowed him to kind of seal the deal on the other one. Trevor shield dancing it up, trying to stay on the point as long as possible, but really, this is the beginning of a white-bugging mansion for JooBinder. They need another point here. Swag King Kong needs to go, and oh, actually, Beck has got the windmill. So as soon as Interpreter dies here, they should stabilize by getting that windmill.
Did you see
point.
that?
Mira
Red
Jane
team
can
got
just
a
kind of
capture
put the
point.
finishing touches on Interpreter. He put up a valiant fight there.
Yeah, that's the downstage shuffle we just had over there at Mansion was extremely confusing for both teams. Even I was having trouble keeping up with it. We had Heba going down, we had Falana going down, various members were in stealth, On had been going down, everybody was just trying to hit everyone there, and luckily for kind of Sync here, they managed to take down Falana first, and with that they managed to win that fight.
That's right, and it looks
Blue
like Beck
team
is
grabbed the capture
throwing
point.
grenades in from the side here at the mid blue. But oh my god, Heba, I think Heba's got the repair kit, and he does. We're going to see that Treb get repaired, and I'm interested in seeing where he decides to throw that. I think he just throws it in the mid, and Falana sees that the Treb has come up. He's going to try and deal with it. Heba's kind of stealth, but, you know, it doesn't stop Falana from coming up there to start maybe doing some damage. Oh my god, Falana gets spiked down. That combo was amazing. Net to spike, and then served up on a silver platter for the side of Sync. That was disgusting.
That was an amazing stealth play there from him. I don't even think Falana knew it hit him there in just a second. He even managed to type out a message there as he got taken down. And Hiba's not even going to use the Treb now. He's just going to go support at another point.
Yeah, he was like, whatever, man. I'm going to go get support home. And
it's almost seeming as he used the trebuchet as a trap to get Falana to come to him, and then he just bursted her down and said, nah, I don't need this anymore, and left it.
Oh my god, where is Admiral Akbar when you need it, man? Just like, it's a trap! No, Falana, you're dead. Oh, I'm so sorry, but Hiba's coming into the mid here. The spike rate comes down here. The net's gonna stun pretty much everyone around. Looks like it's a Vec and Interpreter. Interpreter is off point, actually, full health in it up. He's gonna try and maybe backcap, but one of the pets from the side of Sync sees that, knocks him down. He's gonna do that savage leave, try and get on the point, get some decapping off.
Did you see that? Red
maybe
team got a capture point.
Nope, I take that back because no one's cycling to get him.
And as we check out there, Windmill was just taken into control of the red team. We had Falana going down due to this courtyard fight we have off control middle. Falana has a pet on him to make sure that is going to go down. And it looks like our next big team fight is going to be over here at the clock tower.
You know, Falana, the pet that was on Falana rather, went away. But Mira Jane warps up to her and it's going to finish her off right there. Interpreter's an interesting fight because he has to deal with all this and his spirits. But he can reach in through. He just, you know, he pops that Warhorn out, uses a Warhorn skill, and he's got rid of all the conditions here. But Skovex is here to do some bursts as well. So we'll have to see if his regen will power through or not. And this is actually extremely scary. Well, maybe not if you're Interpreter, but for me, it's scary.
So like we said here, Interpreter, really his one true enemy is Sustained Burst for a really long time, in addition to Poison being on him. He does have that on him now. He needs to clear that Poison quickly here, or all of that's going to stack up, because his heal, and as he does rely mainly on passive regeneration, his heals are going to be reduced greatly if he does have Poison on him. And you're seeing that now too. He's already been knocked down. The Poison was on him for way too long, and because of that, the Sustained Burst is just going to amount to too much for him, and he will be going down here.
He drops, and Aldous is going to try and come in with a Stomp, and there's the Super Adventure Box Stomp. They will take Mansion back. Now we have to see if Red's going to cycle over to put some more pressure here on the middle point. Falana's here, Swag King Kong does not get stomped.
Just like that,
I think Falana pulled out a clutch Shadow Refuge.
Indeed, she did. And managed to get herself out of there as well. And as the blue team came in there with reinforcements to middle.
That's right, with Skovex. Skovex popped out the Ice Bow. Lots of AoE coming down here. Slum Dodge is on the point. They're going to cap it. Vec not able to get in here. Fully just yet. It's 431 to 335. 100-point lead for Sync, and they're going to close it out. They're very close to victory, only above 60 points away.
Yeah, and I know they're close to this too, so they're going to keep Aldazil's Spirit Range, but they're going to keep him close behind. They're no longer going to take the risk on that point getting back cap. They just want to play it safe at this point, hold those 2 points, and hopefully ensure victory for themselves with that.
Yeah, man, and you know, she can also scout and see exactly where the enemies are. We can see that Falana tried to get up high, and Mira Jane stomp right through there. That Shark Stomp is very, very nice. Meanwhile, elsewhere on the mid here, we've got Swag King Kong and Interpreter doing their best, but I'm pretty sure that at this point, the capacity for comebacks here from the side of JooBinder is very little to none.
And indeed, we did see the GG's called there by JooBinder, so that's going to be the end of this game, guys. Kinda Sync will be taking this one, as we saw them take the last few games as well.
Of course, guys, if you're referring to the last two games, you should go to youtube.com/STOMP to see the last few episodes of the queue. We've been putting these things out daily for the past couple days here. If you want some gems, the way you win that. How do they win that, Blue?
I believe they have to subscribe and leave a comment below down in your comments.
That's exactly what they have to do. Also, you can follow Blue on Twitter, twitter.com/Dr_Blue, and myself, MLG Sireph, twitter.com/MLG Sireph. Wow, I forgot my own Twitter
remembering it there for a minute.
You know, there's so many URLs that you have to remember as a caster when you shamelessly plug yourself. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Of course, subscribe, have fun, stay tuned. More Guild Wars coming your way.